Baby, sometimes I just don't want to do nothing. Sometimes I just don't want to go to work. And I'm so glad. See, this the stuff I be talking about. This is why I wake up and try to give my thanks to God every morning. Because to be at this big age and just you can decide whether you just want to go to work or not without having to worry about losing your job. It's a blessing. And I think that's the things that we don't pay attention to, or that we don't be grateful for, is that when you pray to have a job where you can be able to stretch yourself, to be with your kids, you got a work-life balance, and then it's something that you love to do, that's a blessing in itself. And I think sometimes we got to really thank God for the small wins. Like, if I don't want to get up and go today, I just don't. And I'm okay with it. Like, and I think that's an underrated blessing, especially when we ask for wealth a lot. We don't look at the true wealth that we got. Let me cut this down for that end up cut my video out and not get mad. Hold on, y'all. Like, you just gotta thank God for slow mornings, for real though. Like, it's just a blessing. You gotta really thank God for slow mornings, cause the way that the world has operated us to be is to just get up, not even focus or pay attention to ourselves, race to go to somebody else's job, do everything they want you to do. You can't take a nap, you gotta wait to eat. God forbid you got a low iron or low blood count. And it's a beautiful feeling to just be able to wake up and just sit there, stare at the sun, stretch if you want to. Hell, probably take another nap if you want to. And I don't care what nobody say. Don't let society make you feel guilty for having that luxury. That is a underrated, valuable, very expensive when you think about it, luxury, to be able to just shit, like, don't let nobody make you feel guilty for that. Don't let nobody make you think like you're not productive, because you don't sit up here and run yourself ragged to death. Especially, excuse my baby clothes in the background, y'all. But yeah, this her room. But just don't make folks make you feel guilty for having slow mornings. Like, it's okay. Like, I think that's something, the crazy part about it, and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people, when I hear a lot of people pray about wanting to be rich or wanting to be prosperous and stuff like that, we don't pray for the simple things in life. And I think this where I had started to learn internally that when I pray for these things, I wanted to be able to have a slow morning. It's cool to be wealthy. Like, that's where I want to be in life. I want to be wealthy. I want to be well off. I want to be at peace. I don't want to have all the money in the world. I just want to be in a place where I don't have to want for nothing. Everything is in alignment. Bills can be on auto pay. If I want to get up and just catch a flight, I can do that. That's the true freedom. And it's like, when people ask to be rich, it's like, well, you want the money, but then you also got to think about the things that you have to keep doing to keep the money flowing. And it's like, you can still have the flow of abundance, for sure. But when you ask for, I guess, monetary value or financial status or whatever, you have to be intentional about what it is that you're praying about. Because I do not want a life where I constantly got to get up and just keep running and people blowing my phone up and doing this over and over and over and over again, and like not getting no rest. Like, you see a lot of people that are very wealthy, they have committed suicide, they're not happy. Like, internally, they are fighting for their life. And I don't want to be one of those people. I've seen how it is to just have to maintain just with a regular income. And then I've also seen people who do have the means and the riches And they just don't have no time for themselves. Don't have no time for their kids. They don't have no time for their family. They don't have time for the things that they have prayed to get. Like they work so hard to get. It's like you can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I don't want no life like that at all. So I just really be thanking God for like the small stuff that I be having already. Just to start my day off with being intentional, like not being able to, because I have anxiety with a little bit of ADHD. So it's like I'm so used to my mind having to run over and over and over and over and over again, to where it's like now when I do have slow mornings, I want to take advantage of it. I don't want to have to rush to eat breakfast. I want to eat breakfast on my time. You feel me? Like I want to be able to stretch and not rush my stretches. It be the little things that people really, really don't pay attention to. And that's why, like when it comes to my kids, true enough, I want them to be productive. I want them to experience certain things. But if y'all need to rest, bro. Like y'all too young to feel like y'all mind has to consistently race over and over and over again to do something that probably ain't even gonna be of benefit to you. It's just like I grew up in a household where my mama felt like if she up and you know what I'm saying, she busy, she got to go to work, do this that everybody else do, you know, which is true to a certain extent, but at the same time it's like, why not rest though? Like you running yourself ragged to do what? Like you running yourself ragged like you're not even behind on bills. Like as far as I knew, you weren't behind on bills. And I'm like, shit, if you ain't even got the bill money, what is rushing to do something that you still got to wait in the next week or two for a paycheck for? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like I said, I see everything spiritual. And I feel like if your spirit is not aligned with what you really want, it's going to be hard to get it, because it's like you begging and feeling like you have to overwork yourself for something that you truly haven't earned, if it makes sense. Like you earning it with a check, but your spirit has not earned the thoughts of your desires. Like you haven't earned the desires of your thoughts. And so it's like I said, we all sit a prayer, we want to have our bills on auto pay. But it's like you working a job where you know you still not gonna be able to do that. So we have to get out of a habit of feeling like the harder we work or the more jobs that we have. Because I've been a person that worked 2 jobs. I've been a person that damn near worked 3 in a side hustle. And I was still broke. So I'm like, if I'm sitting here working my ass off to do all this, where the money going? And it's like I didn't have a whole shitload of bills. It's just like, I don't know. The things that I thought I was going to see, I'm not seeing when I'm doing all of this. And I feel like what I have experienced is that when I slow myself down and I really work on what I am designed here to do and what I feel like really, moves my creative bubble, God puts me in alignment with the things that is deserving of me. Like I don't miss out on nothing. My bills are always paid. Everything is kept. And then even when I have shown him that I'm staying in alignment with the things that I truly want and desire, because none of us truly want and desire to work all their fucking life. Nobody truly wants and desires to do all that. And I feel like that's where the ripple effects come in there, because it's like you overworking yourself in vain, if that makes sense. Like you don't really want to do that shit. So that's why you're not getting, or you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. And I feel like when you are actually working towards something that you really truly can see, that's why whenever I meet somebody, or even when I'm talking to my kids, I ask them not even necessarily what they good at, because you could be good at something and not like it, but what is it that you truly love to do? Like even if you wasn't getting paid to do it, what do you truly love to do? And I feel like society has put us in a mindset where we have to postpone the things that we like in order to just do the things that we don't like to somehow get the things that we like. Like it put us in it put us in an odd position, you know, and then it kind of make you get in a situation where you forfeit your dreams for something so temporary. So, like I said, whoever is watching this, or you know, if it says touch somebody, like, take care of yourself, give yourself a slow morning, be intentional with anything that you do throughout the day. Set good intentions throughout the day, even if it's a cloudy situation, even if it's a, I don't know, you just don't know how the hell you gonna get by, but you just have to be, just keep, when I get in situations where I'm confused, I always tell me, God, just show me how much better it can get, or show me how good it can get, or show me the beauty in this ugly part of the journey. Like, even though you may be in a season where it's just everything's not looking up right, you still got to thank him in advance, especially if you came from a situation where you was worse than where you are now. Like, you're not even in a bad position. It's just things are just a little rocky, stuff is just a little shaking up, and that's okay. That's life. You know, everything got to have a towering moment. Everything just has to have it just got to happen. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have a day. But in the midst of it all, if you are in a better position than where you were before, just thank God for that. Because what's the harm in being grateful than being in fear? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's an emotion that we are all as humans used to, is this having to worry and having to fear and having to doubt. But I like, what if we change our mindset and how we operate and just be thankful? Maybe things will start to shift, because I feel like, and like I said, everything that I kind of talked to y'all about, I've experienced myself. Because like I said, I suffer things from anxiety and I overthink a lot. So no matter what, I be feeling like, even if I'm in a good moment in my life, I'm like, damn, well, what's finna happen next? Like, what now? But like I said, it's just one of those things where maybe if I try to reverse my mind and tell myself, even in the midst of all this, it's still a good day. Bills still paid, still got a car, still got transportation, still got a job, still got a way to work, still got all these things. And so when you operate in that frequency of being grateful, it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you good with this? God be like, yeah, you like it? Okay, here goes something else. Since you so appreciative, here goes something else. So, you know, start y'all morning off right, y'all. Be intentional in y'all thoughts. I know it's hard to get out of a mindset where you feel like you gotta panic about everything, but shit, what can you do? Yeah, shit. If you ain't got the means by now, shit, it'll come. But you just have to be in a spirit of gratitude. You know? So yeah. Just be grateful for it all, y'all. Just be grateful for it all. I don't know what I'm finna do now. Like I said, I'm not finna be in a rush to go to work. I ain't gotta be there until probably about 1. So yeah, I'm just finna chill. Baby, one thing I need to do is clear my skin. My goodness. I must really got to love y'all, because baby, when I say a slow morning, this is a slow morning for real. But yeah, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna moisturize my skin, because it do need to be moisturized. The sun been eating me up. And I'm finna do that, find something to eat. I've already said my prayers. I said my intentions out for today. And I keep forgetting. And I did a money magnet candle, y'all. I did a money magnet candle. So it just blew out this morning. I had it burning since last Thursday. I lit a white guardian angel candle and a blue candle for balance or whatever, communication with spirit and, you know, higher source. So I will let y'all know how that goes too. And I get into another video about also still doing the work but also having faith at the same time, if it makes sense. So yeah, we'll get into a little bit of that. But yeah, I'll let y'all know how it go. And until next time.